Hello everyone, this is Diamond Suri from Canwings Consultants Private Limited and a very warm welcome to my YouTube session. I think I'm joining you after a very long time, but I wanted to be with you once I have some updates and some movement forward on Australia migration. So we've seen a lot of positive activity in the past in terms of the borders announcement as to when would those be opening up and some states opening up and so on. So in this particular video, I'm going to quickly touch upon the borders that are going to open up very soon. I'm going to be also talking about the offshore assessments which have gone up. I'm going to be talking about the states that are going to be opening up in phased manner, and above all, I'm going to be talking to you about a recommendation that has just come forward that proposes to increase the net migration to Australia by a huge number, that is doubling it up and looking at potentially about 2 million migrants coming into Australia in the next 5 years. So that's huge. Let's get started. So first of all, as you're all are aware that the borders were initially supposed to open up somewhere between the mid of 2022, but everything went topsy-turvy. We are now ahead of schedule, and the proposed timeline for the borders to open up is by the Christmas. And as shared with you earlier, states will be opening up the borders individually. So it is very likely that the state of New South Wales will be the first one to open up, probably in the first week of November. So with the borders opening up, with NSW opening up, we will have other states opening up their borders as well. And when we say borders, we're talking about international borders. However, the inbound and outbound as to who will be able to travel, who will be able to come in, whether it be just first the Australian citizens and permanent residents, followed by other migrants, students, visitors, and so on. All that information will be released in due course of time. And let me tell you that the universities in Australia are also seized with the matter. They are very anxious to have the international students over as soon as possible. Therefore, we could be looking at the borders opening up for students as well very soon. And of course, migrants are their priority. So they are the ones who will be welcomed very soon, and there will be some announcements coming up related to that. Now, another interesting thing that I want to share with you is that with the announcement of the border opening up by the Christmas, so when we say by the Christmas, all the states would open up. The assessments that are currently being lodged with the various skills assessment authorities, and I'm primarily talking about the VETASIS, which is the largest skills assessment authority, has now seen a surge in the applications from offshore applicants. So in the past, there were mainly applications coming in from onshore applicants, because a lot of people were under the misconception that until and unless the borders officially open up, there is no point in getting a skills assessment done. While I've been consistently telling you to get the skills assessment done and be ready for a nomination by the time nominations open, yes, I believe a lot of clients have been applying for for skills assessments, but VETASIS has seen that there has been an increase in the number of people applying for the skills assessment only after Australia announced that now it will be opening the borders by the Christmas. So what that potentially means is that you have some competition. You have a lot of people to compete against in terms of getting a nomination. And as I also shared in my previous videos, that the states will now be opening up in phased manner. So South Australia has had its second phase of intake, and that was for offshore applicants. That included about 70 occupations, and a lot of people were accommodated. Of course, the criteria for that intake was very high, and the subsequent intakes that are to follow, both in terms of South Australia and other states of Australia, we don't see that happening. We expect them to come back to the normal criteria associated with a nomination. And now we come down to the recommendation. So very recently, because there's been a dip in the migration recently, and of course there's been a huge economic backlash, I would say. There have been problems in terms of getting the required people with the right skill set to fill up the positions in Australia. So a particular lobby in Australia is recommending a surge in the net migration intake. So for the year 2018-19, we saw a total of a net migration intake of 241,000 migrants coming into Australia for the year 2018 to 2019. However, this number dropped to just 194,000 migrants coming into Australia for the year 2020. So June 2020 recorded a lower number of migrants coming down, that was just 194,000. Now what is proposed is that Australia doubles up the intake that was there for the year 2018-19. So if it was almost 200,000 people or migrants coming into Australia. So what they are potentially suggesting is that for the next 5 years, Australia should have a net migration of at least 400,000 migrants coming into Australia every year for the next 5 years in order to meet the 2 million migrants that Australia needs in order to keep up its economy, in order to put things back on track that were kind of derailed because of the COVID pandemic. So what this essentially means is that if Australia goes ahead with this recommendation, we see many more nomination opportunities coming up. We will probably see a lower point score for the invitations for a visa. We could also be looking at some sort of changes in the occupation lists, which means that they could be including more occupations and a lot of other factors that actually go on to favor skilled migration. So that was the wrap up for this video. I'll be happy to hear from you. Any queries are welcome. You can email us on canwings@gmail.com. That is CAANWINGS@gmail.com. You can also reach us on enquiries@canwings.com. That is ENQUIRIES at Canwings, CAANWINGS.com, or you can give us a call on 78498 78498. And to keep updated, to make sure you don't miss on any news, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll know what are the updates each time we have one. So until next time, bye bye and take care.